Welcome, explorers of the unknown, to another deep dive into the mysteries of our world. Today, we're plunging into the dark, stormy waters of legend to uncover the truth behind one of the most terrifying creatures ever whispered about, the Kraken. Is this monstrous sea beast a mere sailor's tale, or could there be something real lurking beneath the waves? Grab your diving gear, hit that subscribe button, and let's set sail on this thrilling adventure. Don't forget to smash that like button and ring the bell so you never miss a mystery. The Kraken, a name that sends shivers down the spine of even the bravest mariners. For centuries, this colossal sea monster has haunted the imaginations of sailors, storytellers, and adventurers. But what exactly is the Kraken? Where did the legend come from? And could modern science shed light on this shadowy creature? By the end of this video, you'll have all the pieces to decide for yourself. Is the Kraken fact or fiction? Let's start at the beginning. The Kraken first slithered into history in the chilly waters of Norse mythology around the 12th century. Scandinavian sailors told tales of a beast so massive it could be mistaken for an island. They called it the Kraken, a word possibly derived from the Old Norse term for a twisted or coiled creature. Picture this: you're a Viking sailor, battling towering waves in the North Atlantic. Suddenly, the sea churns, and a massive shape rises from the depths, its tentacles wrapping around your ship like a living nightmare. That's the kind of terror the Kraken inspired. Early accounts, like those in the 13th century Norwegian text Konungs Skugja, or the King's Mirror, described a creature so huge it could sink entire ships. Sailors claimed it would create whirlpools just by diving back into the sea, dragging vessels and their crews to a watery grave. These stories weren't just campfire tales. They were warnings, passed down to keep sailors vigilant in the unpredictable ocean. But here's where it gets interesting. The Kraken wasn't just a Scandinavian legend. By the 18th century, tales of the Kraken spread across Europe, popping up in everything from sailors' logs to scientific journals. In 1752, a French naval officer named Pierre-Denis de Montfort published detailed accounts of giant sea creatures, including the Kraken, based on sailors' testimonies. He even claimed a Kraken had attacked a ship off the coast of Angola, snapping its masts like twigs. But was this just tall tales from sailors with too much rum? Or was there something real behind these stories? Let's pause for a second. What do you think? Were these sailors just spinning yarns, or could they have seen something real? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep diving. Now let's bring in some science to see if we can anchor this legend in reality. Fast forward to the 19th century, when marine biology started catching up with folklore. Scientists began to suspect that the Kraken might not be pure fiction. Enter the giant squid, Architeuthis ducks, a real-life sea monster that could explain the Kraken's terrifying reputation. The giant squid is no small fry. These creatures can grow up to 40 feet long, including their tentacles, with some unconfirmed reports suggesting even larger specimens. Their massive eyes, the size of dinner plates, are perfectly adapted to the dark depths of the ocean. And those tentacles, armed with suckers lined with chitinous hooks, they're strong enough to wrestle with whales. Sound familiar? It's not hard to see why a sailor spotting one of these in the 1700s might call it a Kraken. In 1857, a Danish zoologist named Japetus Steenstrup officially linked the Kraken to the giant squid arguing that these creatures were likely the source of the legend. Dead, giant squids washing ashore, or brief glimpses of their tentacles breaking the surface, could easily be mistaken for a monstrous beast. And here's a wild fact. It wasn't until 2004 that scientists captured the first live footage of a giant squid in its natural habitat. That's how elusive these creatures are. But here's the kicker. Giant squids live in the deep ocean, often thousands of feet below the surface. To ancient sailors, the ocean was a mysterious, uncharted frontier. A rare sighting of a giant squid, or even its carcass, would have been enough to spark tales of a ship-crushing monster. But could the Kraken be more than just a giant squid? Let's explore another candidate. If the giant squid isn't big enough to explain the Kraken, meet its even scarier cousin, the colossal squid, or Architeuthis hamiltoni. This beast is shorter in length, but heavier, with a body that can weigh as much as a small car. Its tentacles are equipped with rotating hooks that make it a formidable predator. Discovered in the Southern Ocean, the colossal squid is even rarer than the giant squid, with only a handful of specimens ever studied. Could this be the true Kraken? Some researchers think so. The colossal squid's massive size and aggressive nature fit the bill for a creature that could inspire terror. And here's a chilling thought. We've barely explored the deepest parts of our oceans. Scientists estimate that 70% of the ocean floor remains unmapped. If creatures like the colossal squid exist, what else might be hiding down there? Now let's get a little wild. Some cryptozoologists, those are folks who study creatures that may or may not exist, suggest the Kraken could be something even stranger. Maybe an undiscovered species of giant cephalopod, or even a prehistoric survivor, like a massive relative of the extinct ammonites. Far-fetched? Maybe. But the ocean is full of surprises. Just look at the coelacanth, a fish thought extinct for 66 million years until it was rediscovered in 1938. Who's to say there isn't a Kraken-sized mystery still out there? The Kraken isn't just a creature of ancient lore, it's a cultural icon. From 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne to Pirates of the Caribbean, the Kraken has starred in some of the most epic stories ever told. In Clash of the Titans, it's a towering beast unleashed by the gods. In Pirates, it's Davy Jones' pet, dragging ships to their doom. These stories keep the Kraken alive in our imaginations, blending myth with modern storytelling. But it's not just fiction. The Kraken has inspired real-world exploration. Marine biologists have ventured into the abyss, partly because of legends like these, hoping to uncover the truth. Every time we find a new deep-sea creature, the Kraken's shadow looms a little larger. It's a reminder that our planet still holds secrets waiting to be explored. So what about today? Are there still Kraken sightings? While we don't have sailors screaming about sea monsters as often, there are intriguing modern reports. In 2011, a sonar scan in the Pacific Ocean detected a massive, unidentified object. Some speculated it could be a giant cephalopod. Fishermen in places like the Bering Sea have reported seeing enormous shapes in the water, too big to be explained by known species. And then there's the conspiracy angle. Some folks on platforms like X have suggested governments or deep-sea mining companies might be hiding evidence of massive creatures to protect their operations. Far-fetched? Sure. But the ocean's vastness makes it easy to wonder. What do you think? Could there be a cover-up? Or is this just modern-day mythology? Let me know in the comments. So where does this leave us? Is the Kraken real, or just a tale spun from fear and wonder? The evidence points to the giant and colossal squids as the likely culprits behind the legend. These creatures are real, massive, and terrifying enough to inspire centuries of stories. But the ocean is a big place, and we've only scratched the surface, literally. The Kraken reminds us of something profound. Our world is still full of mysteries. Every wave, every shadow in the deep could hold a secret waiting to be uncovered. So the next time you're by the ocean, take a moment to wonder, what's really out there? That's it for today's dive into the Kraken's lair. Did this video make you believe in the Kraken, or do you think it's all a myth? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get the conversation started. If you loved this deep-sea adventure, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a mystery. Want more cryptid content? Check out our playlist on sea monsters linked below. And if you're feeling extra curious, share this video with a friend who loves a good mystery. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.